We were burning witches alive and heretics for 500 years in Europe. We're not doing that anymore, courtesy of scientific understanding of medicine, for one thing. I mean, we don't believe now that people are dying because their neighbor cast a spell on them. That's a good thing. That was hard fought, that battle, that war of ideas, and we would still be doing that but for the victories of reason and the Enlightenment. The only reason why anyone is a moderate now is because religion has lost the argument on so many fronts in our world. We read the Bible, and we see that in Leviticus it says, if a woman is not a virgin on her wedding night, you should take her to her father's doorstep and stone her to death. I mean, we read that, and we choose to reject that pearl of ancient wisdom. And then we read elsewhere in the Bible, we come across the Golden Rule, and we say, now that's really wise. That makes sense. That feels good. That's how I want to be treated. This is really this is the true moral message of the Bible. So the process is we are the guarantors of the wisdom that we find in Scripture. I mean, the guarantors of our morality, the guarantor of our morality is in our brains, not in our books. Imagine what it would be like to be among the 5 or the 10% of people at most who recognize that the very belief in magic, the very belief in witchcraft, the very belief in good witches or bad witches was a malignant fantasy. That the white witches who were helping people with medicinal herbs and practicing midwifery, they were on no firmer ground than the black witches who were casting the evil eye. The whole belief system was at fault. Imagine the kind of criticism you're going to get. No, your problem is just with kind of fundamentalist witchcraft. The reality is that witchcraft is far more nuanced than that, and there's no conflict between science and witchcraft. I mean, science deals with physical law and physical causality, but witchcraft deals with potent spells and the internal connections between things. This idea that somehow we shouldn't call into question these patently bad ideas for fear of offending people, for fear of glossing over their despair, for fear of not criticizing other problems in the world. I would never argue that religion is the only problem in the world or the only source of human conflict, but it is a source, and we are mightily attached to it, emotionally attached to it. And we are loath to criticize it even when it is declaring its ugliest intentions and its ugliest certainties. The problem with the Bible is however you pick and choose, whether you're a literalist or a selective literalist, the problem is there's just a mountain of divisive nonsense in there, and that's where people get ideas about homosexuality being an abomination and why our country in the 21st century debates gay marriage as though it were the great moral issue of our time. This is coming from religion, and it seems to me that it's time we had an honest conversation about that.